Okay, my name is Manos, and today I'm going to be going over the Minecraft Iceberg. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm supposing most of you guys know, but the Iceberg is pretty much just a list of items all put together, and the top is like more known and like common items that are more known to like the Minecraft community, and then the lower you go, the more like obscure, I guess you could say, obscure and more mysterious it gets. So the deeper we go, it basically gets weirder and weirder, and you'll basically start hearing stuff you haven't heard about, unless you watch other icebergs. In that case, you probably know about it. But anyways, I'm gonna turn up some like positive, happy Minecraft music, I guess, or happy music, because it gets kind of weird. So yeah, grab a snack, a drink, and let's get straight in. Well, hello everyone, and let's top of the iceberg. So Herobrine, what we got first is Herobrine. So Herobrine is basically this 4chan myth where this guy posted Herobrine, and his post got deleted about talking about Herobrine, and then this whole like community rally started where everyone started believing him. I also believed him, so I'm pretty disappointed in myself for falling for clickbait. It's a tough part of my life. I was so scared at that point. Okay, so next, Dinnerbone, Jab, and Toast. So naming an animal Dinnerbone actually turns it upside down or flips it upside down. They walk the same, and naming an animal underscore Jeb or Jeb underscore turns a sheep into a rainbow colored sheep that changes color like every 3 seconds, or every second, or every half a second. And it's pretty cool, and don't even think about sharing it because it just gives the original wool color, because I tried that. Do not try that, please. You will be disappointed. Okay, next, Toast. So basically naming a rabbit Toast or bunny Toast gives it this like, it turns it white, or I don't know what I'm saying. It turns the rabbit that you named it white with black stripes going across the eyes. That's how you say it. Okay, so next, end credits. So end credits is basically after you beat the game, go in the end portal. There's like conversation that appears into the game, and it's like this really long conversation. I read it. I almost lost my sanity reading it, considering it's super weird and super strange. So yeah, the ending is really strange where it says wake up, considering you're playing Minecraft. So how do you wake up? My just theory is a game theory. Okay, we got that out of the way. It's more of a dream, or like it's all fake. Minecraft is all fake. It was never intended to be real. I think I said that wrong. So yeah, that's my interpretation of that little end credits roll thing. Okay, Education Edition is basically a school version of Minecraft, where basically there's a bunch more stuff. I didn't really play it, but I've seen like thumbnails, or not thumbnails, I've seen like trailers of it. There's like a lot more stuff than you actually think. I personally haven't played it, obviously. So Disc 11, next. Disc 11 is this creepy Minecraft disc where basically there's a guy running, or someone running from something, and basically at the end there's this like Enderman noise. So it's pretty creepy if you actually ask me. And it has tons of heavy breathing. It's more of a horror movie, I guess you could say, or horror disc. So yeah. Next, we have Farlands. Farlands is like a terrain generation bug glitch, whatever you like to call it, that is actually really interesting. The generation turns into like giant Swiss cheese made out of biome blocks. So it's actually pretty cool. It's one of the more interesting features in Minecraft. So next, oh yeah, I forgot to say, in Java it got patched. In Bedrock it still hasn't been patched. I don't know why. We can still fall through the floor, so you're not going to get there in survival. So please, Mojang, make sure we can actually walk to there or something like that, because Java you could, but on Bedrock we can't. Nether portal tutorial logo. So Nether portal tutorial logo, I searched it up. I really just found tutorials on how to build a Nether portal and cool designs how to build it. Question me, please. Someone type in the comments what you think it is, because I honestly have no idea what's going on here. Nether portal tutorial logos, okay, don't really know what's going on. Okay, next, Infiniminer inspiration. So Infiniminer inspiration Infiniminer in general is this game where basically it's a team-based game. I think it's like a capture the flag game, but you basically just, it's a team-based game. I already said that. Okay, and basically it's like Minecraft, where you could place blocks and destroy blocks, but people just ended up just wanting to build stuff. So Notch eventually made Minecraft, which is sad to say, but a ripoff of Infiniminer. So yeah, it's a copy of Infiniminer. Infiniminer clone, some would say. Okay, so yeah, that's a pretty tough thing to really hold up to your face after you realize your own beloved game that you always love is a copy of something. But anyways, that's for the top of the iceberg. Female Ender Dragon. So there's actually a pretty much solid context that the Ender Dragon is actually female, because, you know, when like you kill the Ender Dragon, it drops an egg, and you know, females, well, not female, or the female animals do drop eggs, like the chicken. I mean, chicken is kind of genderless because that still doesn't explain how they breed, but the Ender Dragon that drops the egg makes a sense that it's female. So yeah, it's a pretty weird thing that's still not clarified. But anyways, okay, next. The void below bedrock. So the void below bedrock, I think it's just, I don't think it's like, I don't know. I think it's more of a gameplay mechanic, so people just can't go as deep as they want. People just take that and just like sort of, you know, make whatever they want out of it. But you'll just die, and there's nothing more to say really. You'll just die as fast as you find it. Fall in the void in the end, so there's not too much of a difference. So next we have Mince Raft. So Mince Raft is actually an Easter egg for the Java edition. Us Bedrock players still don't have it. It'd be pretty cool if it was Bedrock. It was on Bedrock, because then, you know, I could be part of something. You know. Anyways, it's an Easter egg for data. I'm pretty sure it makes more sense if it's talking about data miners than actual, like, you know, people like actually just opening up Minecraft on Java, because considering you can open up the data and just like look through it, it makes a bit of sense that it's more likely that the first person who actually found it was actually a data miner or something like that, or than just a casual player. So Igloo Basement Villager. Let me read that again. Igloo Basement. So Igloo Basement is pretty much, you find this like igloo in the Arctic, or in the tundra biome, I guess you could say. And there's like carpet, so pretty much just break the carpet and it reveals a trapdoor. And once you go down to the trapdoor, you can actually find two entities. One, a villager, and the second is a zombie villager. This probably implies something a bit more deeper, like the game probably teaching you how to actually cure and convert villagers to give you better prices. So mob lightning conversion. So mob lightning conversion is a bit of a weird subject in Minecraft, I guess you could say. It's more of a mysterious subject, because like it turns pigs into zombie pigmen, villagers into witches, and creepers into charge creepers. And well, if you see a skeleton horse in like somewhere wherever you are, and it gets zapped by lightning, then there's like 4 or 5 skeleton horses getting, no, 4 or 5 skeletons with full armor and enchanted bows riding on 4 skeleton horses. It's a weird subject because it doesn't really explain how the conversion or what causes the conversion happen, but I feel like it's just heat, considering there's gonna be like fire happening around it, because when lightning hits something, you know, there's fire. But anyways, next, Nether Reactor Pocket Edition. So the Nether Reactor is actually like, instead of like loading, you know, the Nether, like creating a whole new Nether in the Pocket Edition, they decided to bring the Nether into the overworld, where basically you'd build this like little contraption where then there would be like a Nether hub, I guess you could say, spawn around it with zombie pigmen and this like little room. So you're still in the overworld, but you're like in a mini section of the Nether. It's pretty cool, but it was like a weird thing to do, I guess you could say. Creeper Plant Explosion. So Creeper Plant Explosion, I think, is like, they're trying to refer as Creeper is actually based off a plant, because there's this like plant that like explodes and like spreads their vines to actually grow, using explosions to actually like spread their spores, I guess you could say. Yeah, spores or seeds. So yeah, that's a weird thing, even though the creeper is obviously an accident, flipped the height of a pig. I don't know how that turned out. It turned into a creeper, actually. I know how that turned out. Okay, Notch drops an apple. So Notch drops an apple is another weird Easter egg that I actually didn't know about before I actually started recording this video. It's where if you're named Notch and you get killed, you actually drop an apple. This theory is actually true. Notch does actually drop an apple. It's a pretty surprising thing. I didn't really think changing your name would actually change the drop of an apple. But anyways, Raspberry Pi or Pi edition, I guess you could say. Raspberry Pi or Pi, I don't know why I keep on saying that. It's like this little circuit that it's like a phone, except it's a little circuit where you can play Minecraft. It's like a new form of not a new form of code, but like it looks like I'll probably show it on screen somewhere. But it's I don't know how to describe it. It's like a bunch of chargers put on together. It is addition of Minecraft though. Okay, dimension layers. So I think this is referring to the fact that the Earth is obviously, or overworld is obviously Earth, and Nether is obviously Hell, which implies that End might actually be heaven or like the sky, which is kind of, it looks pretty similar to the Aether portal or Aether mod if you actually look at it closely, because like there's sky dimensions and like it's like floating terrain. So yeah, I feel like that's what this thing is referring to. Okay, pack.png. So pack.png is actually not in Bedrock Edition. Like the people who found it didn't find it for Bedrock Edition, but basically the seed of the world was basically found by Salcy1. He basically, I don't know how he did it. Very talented person. You should probably go check the video. I'll link it in description, so go check it out. Yeah, okay. Killer rabbit reference or killer bunny reference. I put both. I don't know why I did that. Okay, killer bunny reference is, or killer bunny is a reference from Monty Python where this rabbit goes and just murders everyone. So yeah. Okay, testificates. So testificates are basically the new name of villagers when they were first added. They were not called villagers, but in fact they were called testificates. Obviously they're testing. It was a completely new feature and with new AI and everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool. New or old thing that was new at one point. Okay, Nether chicken jockey. So Nether chicken jockey is, it's referring to that chicken can actually spawn Nether if a baby zombie piglin or baby pigman is actually sitting on it. So that's the only actual naturally spawning chicken that can actually spawn Nether. Okay, zombie villages. So zombie villages is referring to abandoned villages, obviously. The fact that they're infested with zombies and basically no one lives there. People say it's really rare in Java, so I'm supposing it's rare. It's really rare, and you guys people who play on Java must really like be so surprised when they see one. But Bedrock Edition players, it's more of a common thing to see. I spawned over new worlds and just thought I found a village where there's life and like I could trade and make a villager breeder somewhere near. But no, it ends up being abandoned, filled with zombies. So yeah, it's not too good. I don't find too much, like, I don't see what Java people really look like it, I guess you could say. Okay, super secret settings. I am gonna go through this one like I don't know what I'm talking about, because I don't know what I'm talking about. So super secret settings is basically something like on Java, I guess you could say. I don't know if it's with Optifine or something, but basically they're super secret settings that can make you do other stuff. I don't play Java. I don't really know how to describe it, because, you know, I don't play Java. I play Bedrock. I play on my phone. Yeah, I know. I play on my phone. Okay, next. Title screen world. Okay, title screen world is referring to when you load up the game before 1.16, or I don't know if it was before 1.16, or when you loaded up the world before, like there would be a seed with like a cliff, and basically another Salcy1 also found it. So the pretty cool thing, the same person who found the pack.png logo or seed. It's a pretty cool thing. Go check out their videos. It's gonna be in the description. It's really interesting. I really have nothing to say about it because I don't want to, like, you know, say something that's like wrong or misleading. So yeah, okay. Swamp villages. So swamp villages is referring, or it's talking about the fact that swamp villages designs were added and implemented, but swamp villages actually that were supposed to spawn in swamps were never actually added. So it's kind of, I feel like they did it just in case a village, like a plains village, actually crossed over to a swamp. So they had like a really cool and secret Easter egg. Also, same with jungles. It's really the jungle one really like is really cool for me, considering they're wearing like leopard skin. It looks like they're wearing leopard skin, which is, I don't know, pretty cool, I guess you could say. Okay, next. Nether ports made for Endermen. Nether portals. I don't know why I just said nether ports. So nether portals made for Endermen is a bit of a, there's a lot of correlation between the two. Like, you know, obsidian is black and the portal color is purple, you know, and Endermen are also black, and when they teleport, it's also like this purplish powder that gets like, I don't know how to describe it. It gets blown out somewhere, or like when they teleport, there's like purple stuff that goes everywhere, and also when you open the portal, there's like purple particles, purple particles that like are everywhere. And also, I believe the portal can also be 3 blocks high, and Endermen are also 3 blocks high, so that's pretty cool. But I just realized that Endermen are 3 blocks high, and the smallest portal you can make is 3 blocks high. So yeah, there's solid evidence that it could be. Okay, so next. Zombified pigman green blood. So zombified pigman green blood is, I feel like they used green blood instead of red blood, as green blood looks like moss and looks like they're rotting away. I feel like that's the reason why they had it, but I don't know. Green blood just, I don't know, it feels more fitting for obviously us because we've been playing Minecraft and we know what the pigman looks like. But imagine the pigman with red blood. That'd be a bit more scary, I guess you could say, for little kids or people that are just scared of blood, I guess you could say. But green blood just looks normal for us now. Undead giants. So undead giants are basically these giant zombies that were huge, and basically they were coded to like actually have AI, but then suddenly in a single update they were all removed. Basically no more AI. So basically once you spawn it in Java, obviously it's in Java because Bedrock doesn't have it. I'm not going to complain about it, but Bedrock doesn't have it. Anyways, it would basically kill you. It was really big. It could pretty much one shot. But the AI was pretty, like the hitbox and like the way it attacks you was kind of broken. So I guess that was the reason. It was a bit buggy. It does seem like a good idea to add the giant zombie back in, considering there's a cave update and the caves are gonna be huge, and it can replace the warden because, you know, giant zombies would be cool. It'd be really good clickbait for like really, I don't know, for Minecraft YouTubers, I guess. Okay, we'll make some interesting thumbnails, I guess you could say. Okay, mobs afraid of cats. So mobs afraid of cats is pretty much talking about how creepers and phantoms are both afraid of cats. So basically, you could make a creeper farm based off cats in the middle where they'll spawn and they'll instantly fall off to a trapdoor and instantly get killed. And phantoms, I don't know why they're scared of cats. I guess phantoms supposed to represent some kind of like bird, or like, yeah, some kind of weird deformed night bat bird. Yeah, okay, Notch Twitter comments. So Notch Twitter comments is, I thought it was about Minecraft, like, you know, when he called the Ender Dragon Gene, and like when he said there was gonna be a red dragon, but I ended up finding like articles that Notch apparently made some transphobic comments on Twitter. So yeah, a bit of a weird thing I found there. Okay, Fire Chainmail. So Fire Chainmail is basically chainmail armor, except it was created out of literal fire, like fire, not even like gas fireballs like those fire chargers. I mean like literal fire. You had to craft it. You couldn't get it any other way. You had to cheat it in, or or it couldn't be created. But now you can either find it from zombies, I believe, zombies and skeletons that wear it in spawners, or I believe you can craft the chainmail armor since 1.16. I don't know. I believe you can make it out of iron ingots or nuggets and ingots. So yeah. Aquatic tutorial, decayed ruins. So this one I think is talking about, you know, there are like ruins, ocean ruins, like smaller ocean ruins that are on the level of, you know, to like what's it called, ships, like sunken ships. I think it's talking about the little monuments that have like buried treasure under them or near them. Oh, I got a notification. Okay, that are near them. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Some people have had really good luck where basically a treasure map and the treasure under also leads to multiple treasures. So basically you can get multiple treasures by finding one. Oh my god, Lemon is texting on general on the server. Okay, next. End dimension. So the end dimension is the end dimension as an asteroid belt is talking about that the end dimension is not heaven, but in fact space. It actually does make sense considering Endstone actually looks it looks like cheese. First of all, let's get that straight. And second of all, it looks like asteroids. Like, yeah, it looks like asteroids. And like you could see when there's holes, it's sort of the cobblestone texture, but there's like gaping holes into it, which could be defined by like little rocks crashing into it and just, you know, creating little holes. But yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. Okay, next. Abandoned strongholds. So abandoned strongholds is basically talking about strongholds, except they were abandoned by someone the life before you were created. I feel like it's more of a Enderman thing, considering Endermen are the only ones who can actually figure out the way to the end. But they really abandoned it, I guess you could say. I don't really know. That's just my theory. Oh my god, everyone's typing. Okay, we're just gonna get that out of there. Okay, so that's just my theory about abandoned strongholds. Okay, MD3 models. So MD3 models were these weird, they were not Minecraft looking, but they had like, they were like Rana, Steve, and Beast Boy like models, but they didn't really fit in Minecraft, so it makes sense that it got taken out. But it was like, it's pretty unique from the other textures. It's like there's like circles and like curves, I guess you could say. Okay, everyone's texting on that server right now. Okay, next. Missing no splash screens. So missing no splash screens, missing no splash is actually referring, oh my god, everyone's typing on this thing. Missing no splash, I think it's talking about missing splash screens and like some that weren't implemented because of like, you know, it was other games quotes, and basically they didn't want to like, you know, get sued or anything like that, considering if you win you get like a crap ton of money, because, you know, you're suing Minecraft and it's literally, or Mojang and Microsoft, which is literally like the biggest company. I think it's the biggest company. Please someone disprove me. I hope I didn't say something wrong. Okay, next. Enderman's backward speech, or Enderman backward speech. Okay, Enderman backward speech is a pretty cool one. I haven't really seen this one before because I never noticed it. If you actually play the Enderman speech like backwards, or if you play it, like it sounds like when they say, when they like make that weird noise, like their hey, it sounds like that, except it's a bit more distorted. Also, they also say what's up, which is also pretty weird. I never thought of that. So I was pretty surprised when I actually watched a video talking about it, and my god, I can never unsee Enderman as humans now. Okay, next. No Herobrine removed in 1.16 changelog. That's what it's referring to. Okay, so this is obviously another one on Java thing. I don't know how to describe it. So basically, every update, Mojang would put removed Herobrine in their like changelog, and in 1.16 I actually didn't put it. This was like a pretty long going thing where they would put removed Herobrine in every update. Since like Herobrine was like created after that, in like 1.6 I think, they basically put removed Herobrine, and now it's actually not in there, which is, I thought Bedrock and Java were the same thing, but it's surprising that they actually like ended, I guess you could say, Minecraft culture. I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's Minecraft culture. Okay. So hermaphrodite mobs. So hermaphrodite mobs is talking about that how the mobs make babies and like how they breed is that they have both genders, male and female, so I guess that's how they breed. Anyways, this video took a crap ton of time, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and thanks for watching.